Hey, my name is Indica Burnet. I'm a sports massage therapist and I'll be hosting this week's Fusion series on self-massage. And today we're going to be focusing on our neck. So many people complain of neck tension and soreness, especially when we're spending a lot of time craning over our computer or over our phone. Poor posture puts so much pressure on our neck muscles because it's trying to support the whole weight of our head. So we want to release tension in these muscles and promote blood flow so that we have good blood flow and supply of oxygen and nutrients up to our skull and up to our brain as well. So releasing our muscles in our neck is so important also just for our mental health and focus and energy. So today our massage is super simple. We don't need any oil, but if you do want to use some oil, just coconut oil from your cupboard works perfectly. So to start off with, we just want to warm up the muscles of our neck. So the way we're going to do that is just cupping our neck muscles. So we're just squeezing from the base of our skull down to the base of our neck where our shoulders meet. And we're just squeezing. You can use one palm, you can use two if you want. And this straight away, you can start feeling the areas that are a little bit tense. We're just kind of squeezing, palpating, keeping in mind areas that you might want to come back and spend a little bit more time on. And then using our fingertips, we're just going to create really slow, kind of deep circular motions all the way down our trapezius muscle, going down our neck. And we're going to just do little circular motions all the way down till we meet our shoulders. We're going to do that a couple of times just to warm up our neck. And once you feel those muscles starting to become a little bit warm, what we're going to do is we're going to make a fist with our right hand and we're going to place it at the base of our skull, so just sort of below our right ear. What we're going to do now is we are going to slowly drag our fist down our trapezius muscle, and as we do so, we're sending our chin over to our left shoulder. This is creating a really nice fascial stretch and helping us work deeper into the muscle of our neck. This might feel awkward to start off with. Just practice and see where your range of motion in your shoulder is. So we're going to do that 3 times, and then we're going to do it on our left side. Key to massage is always keeping it even. We want our bodies to be very balanced, and we don't want to create any disalignment through creating extra tension on one side. So spend as much time on both sides of your body. Alrighty. So now we're just going to go back to a couple of those little circular frictions, just promoting blood flow again after that stretch. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is work some of the muscles at the base of our skull. So we're going to take our fingers and place them in the same position at the base of our skull, just below our right ear. Keeping a firm pressure, we're now going to turn our chin to the left, keeping our fingers in the same position, but you'll feel that your fingers slide along the base of your skull, pushing deeply into all of those muscles at the base of your skull. And this straight away is freeing up those muscles and rapidly improving the circulation going through our skull and up into our brain as well. So we're going to do that 3 times and then repeat on the left-hand side. And just work within your range of motion. So turn your head as far as you feel comfortable. And again, we're just freeing up those muscles again with a couple of circular motions, working from the middle of the base of our skull and working out to our ears. Now we're going to do a bit of work on the front of our neck. So this work is going to be really, really light because it's a lot more sensitive. We've got a lot of glands here. The skin is a little bit more sensitive on the front of your neck. So just be mindful and only apply as much pressure as you feel comfortable. So we're going to make a fist again, put it at the base of our skull, just behind our right ear. And this time, we're going to travel down the front of our neck and we're going to turn our chin to the right shoulder. We're moving our fist all the way down to our chest. Do this really slowly and only apply as much pressure as you feel comfortable with. This is more just meant to be a little bit of a fascial stretch, so then we'll do the other side. Just a side note, if you are using oil, only use a little bit because we don't want to compromise the grip we have in the massage, and we don't want to be slipping. Alrighty, so once again, returning back to just a couple of circular motions all the way down our neck to get that blood flowing. And everything should already be feeling a lot warmer as well. So now what we're going to do is a couple of amplified stretches. So we're going to cup the back of our neck and give it a little bit of a squeeze, sort of just below the base of our skull. As we squeeze, we're going to turn our chin to the left side, just as far as we feel comfortable, maintaining that squeeze with our right hand. And we're going to hold that there for a second, and then return to the center. Then when we're going to lower our hand slightly, squeeze once again, and turn our head to the left. Hold that position for a second, and then return to the front. One more time, each time working our way down our neck. We're going to squeeze just as firmly as you feel comfortable with, turning our chin to the left, and then returning. Now we're going to do that on the other side, turning our head to the right this time. And it is quite natural for us to have different ranges of motion on either side of our neck. So that just means we're tighter on one side. And this is where massage comes in really handy because we're able to work through that tension. So just like the other side, we're just repeating 3 times and returning to the center. Now to finish this off, we're just going to do our circular motions all the way up our neck to the base of our skull. And that is where now, because everything is nice and warm, we can do some really deep work in the base of our skull just to really, really loosen everything up. already I can feel so much more blood flow coming up through my neck, to the top of my skull, down through my shoulders. It's incredible how much tension we can build up in our neck. So it is so important that we're remembering to release all of that pressure. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Tune in tomorrow and we're going to complete this routine by going over the face and the jaw.